You may have noticed that I have taken all of my videos about Sillymations down because the way I've been going about the situation has not been the best. So I'm going to put it all in one video. That way I can have the rest of them gone. I want to make this clear. Please do not go and harass, witch hunt, or bully anyone I mention in this video. That will not help with anything. Anyway, for those who need a refresher, Sillymations is a person who I recently just made a video talking about. I'll say some stuff he did for context. He goes to my school, by the way. Here's some proof that he does. I met Sillymations in person a while ago, before he started his channel, I think. We were friends for a pretty good while, although then I showed them the response video that was made by SlinkyBox777, who had gone into some controversy back in 2021 about some, well, I don't want to explain it. You can go see the video that I'm showing on screen. He didn't believe me, and our friendship kind of turned into shit after that. He would constantly take my hood off, even though I said to him that I was uncomfortable with it. Also, he's queerphobic as well. One time when we were, outside for PE or something, he and a friend group tried to make me straight. Well, not really straight, but just use he, him pronouns instead of she, they. He would also say, things like, "Kel, change your ways," multiple times, which implies that he's transphobic. I don't have proof of this, cause, well, it happened in person, so. Anyway, a few days after that, after the school year ended, he would tell me to DM someone who was 3 years younger than me. This person will not be named. You can go see the video I made on it. Anyway, so he claims he didn't think we would date, and well, we did. He claims that he didn't think we would date, as I already said, but there was this, I have proof that I did tell him about the relationship and that he knew about it. I clearly just told him he knew her age and I didn't. He was promoting such a relationship that was so bad. When I was thinking about breaking up with her, he reassured me constantly that that was her face and that he wanted me to stay with her. He even said that she was a friend of mine who I knew in person just to defend her. Around 2 hours after the relationship began, I broke up with her. And this is really important to add. As an attempt to get me back with her, he said she was going to kill herself because of the breakup. Who the fuck does that? Anyways, around a while later in mid-July, he dropped her age out of nowhere. So let me get this straight. If that's grooming by your definition, even though that's not actually grooming, then why were you letting it happen? As I showed you earlier, if we gather all three definitions of grooming, then no grooming ever happened. Even when I still showed him the definition, he still pressured me into admitting that well, you get the idea. He threatened to tell people and his friend group multiple times. When she made her video, I was literally having a panic attack. When I made my response, I thought he forgave me and understood. I mean, that's what I thought. When school started in August, I decided to be with his friend group because I had nowhere else to go at the time. When his friend group was calling me a groomer, he didn't defend me and switched up for whatever reason. I also found out he lied about some things as well. He said the person that was 3 years younger than me was telling everybody, but it was actually him. Also, according to one of his friends, he was making a fake screenshot of me saying something along the lines of, I like to, it's still hard to say. I sometimes have a hard time saying it because, well, it's stressful, but whatever. Anyways, I thought they were my friends for a while, and turns out they weren't actually my friends. I don't know if they were fake or not. I don't really care at this point, to be honest. I honestly think I was being a little too clingy, and that's why they didn't want me around. When Sillymations and his friend group was pushing me away, I finally had enough at one point, and I dropped my initial expose video. Only then did they want my attention, but to be fair, I was making an allegation, so I expected some kind of response. They were saying I lied in the exposed video, which I don't think I did. I was just saying what was happening from my perspective. Honestly, the video barely mentioned them. I don't know, I did not know why Sillymation's friend group was getting so pressed. By Sillymation's friend group, I was told things like child toucher, kid diddler. One of them compared me to R. Kelly. Sillymations then made his response to my claims, and he lied in his response, like, a lot. He said he never did the trying to turn me straight thing. He said I made weird jokes about kids. He even had the audacity to call me a he, even when he knows my pronouns are she, they. He also said he didn't call me a groomer as well, which he did. In the screenshots I showed earlier, he did call me a groomer. He also said he thought that me and those who shouldn't be named would not date. I did tell him about the relationship, as I told you before. And then I released my response to his response, so yeah. If you believe me, then okay, great. But if you don't believe me, then that's fine too. It would probably be hard to accept that your favorite object show TikToker would ever do this to somebody. But yeah, the evidence shows. Sillymations is transphobic and a liar, and will not stop lying.